In this video, I will discuss the Igcse's eMusic October-November 2017, paper 11, and this is the C section. So let's look at the very important 16 marks that this section counts. Now the extract will be played 4 times with a pause between each playing, and we know by now that they give you ample time to go through the questions. You will hear an extract from an instrumental piece. The repeats are not played in the recording. Look at the skeleton score, which you will find in the separate insert, and read through the questions 19 to 27. Answer the questions in this question paper. Which of the following can be heard in the accompaniment? So in bars 5 to 7, you will hear either a broken chord, a dominant pedal. Now we know dominant pedal will be a note that is in the bass and it is carried on and it's played continuously. A ground bass is something that I find in the Baroque time, and it's repeated over and over again. I'll show you also a little bit of a YouTube video on that. And a tonic pedal is the same as a pedal of the dominant, but now this note is the tonic. Which of the previous bars is repeated in the clarinet part in bar 7? So, in the clarinet part in bar 7 repeats music that you heard previously. Name the bracketed interval. Now for 2 marks, you know that you have to say major, minor, perfect, and then the distance. So for that 2 marks. Name the key of the music at bar 14. Okay. Now the melody is incomplete in bars 15 to 16. Fill in the missing notes on the staff below. And as I said previously, just see where this first note is according to the last note that they give you. Is that on the same pitch, higher or lower? Does it go by step or by leap? Okay, and the last note, is that the same, higher or lower than the note that they carry on with? Okay, and they give you the rhythm, and they usually have mostly step by step or a little bit of a scale going into this passage. That's for 3 marks. And let's carry on now to the next one. Name the key and cadence. Okay, in bars 21 to 22, and the cadence, the key and the cadence. Which of the following is this extract an example of? Is it a canon? A march will be in 2/4 or 4/4 time. Is it a sonata? Now, I know a sonata is for a solo instrument, and because it means to play. So I will have maybe a violin and a piano. So it will be a single instrument accompaniment will be added in with a piano, or it will be for a piano. Okay? And a waltz is in 3/4 time. And then 3 reasons for your answer. Why you say your answer in 25A is canon, march, sonata or waltz. What is the structure? Now a structure is like AB, ABA, okay? And then who composed the music? Bach, Haydn, Schumann or Stravinsky. And in order to know this, you need to know the periods of music. Bach, if this is Baroque, it's Bach. If it's classical, it's Haydn. If it's romantic with a big orchestra and lots of chromatics, it's Schumann. If it's dissonant and 20th century, it's Stravinsky. So let's look at the question paper or the insert and see the questions that you can already answer. Now I see B flat, E flat, A flat. It starts on an upbeat, 5 to 1, so it starts in E flat major, okay, and it ends in E flat major. And here you have a different key, okay, so you have to give us that key that it modulates to, or, okay, what we have there. And then here I have a key and a cadence, so I see E flat there, can be my tonic note, and here I see E, F, G, A, B, B flat, D, F. This can form part of my dominant. You see, my dominant in E flat is B flat, D, I see the D there, and I see the F there. So that you can figure out. And I see the form, I see the structure. I see a clear part up to that repeat, and then I see a second part. Now I have to listen to the accompaniment there, okay? And I must hear which bar is played there. So any of these bars will be repeated, and I have to get that. Then I see an interval, okay? And you have to consider the flats in your key signature if you answer there. B flat, E flat, A flat. Don't think that's a B. It's not a B. It's a B flat to an F. Then I take the bottom note and I say B flat's got battle ends. So it's got a normal F when you figure this out. Okay? So before you even listen to this music, you can get a good idea of some of the questions. It's in 2/4 or 4/4 time. It's not going to be a waltz. I can already rule that out. So let's listen to the music now and go through the questions. It sounds like a march to me, okay, because it's definitely not a waltz, it's not a sonata. And I hear a lot of things that we have previously discussed to give me that answer why this is a march, okay. I can hear it goes to a different key here. And I see the tonic of that key there, and I see the dominant of that key there, because it ends in a final
Music C1,
something. So
second playing.
that you can already do. Let's try and figure out this bar. That's a sequence. It's not a big orchestra. It's not baroque. It's not dramatic enough for a romantic one. It's not false enough for 20th century. So I think you can figure out that composer also. Da da ra ra da da ra ra. I have a sequence there and it moves step by step. So you must know the relation between that note and the first note they give you. Okay, I'm sure that you could figure out the bar now. This interval, I'm sure that you can figure that one out.
Music C1, third playing.
Broken chords. That's Bob. Let's play it again. Now look at that answer. You can see how that note is just one
Here is
step
music
going
C1
down. Ta
for the last
ta
time.
ra ta 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 ra ta ta. And there it links up again. Ta 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 ra ta ta. So it's the only leap that you have is between those two notes. Now let's look at the answers. Number 19 was a broken chord. I could hear it's not a dominant pedal or a tonic pedal. Okay, I hear in the music bar 5 was repeated. Perfect fifth. B flat to F. F belongs to the key of B flat. Please don't write major fifth. It's a perfect fifth. It moves to the dominant B flat major. And the next cadence is a perfect cadence in E flat major. It's definitely a march. One of the marks can be that you have 4 beats in a bar or 2 beats in a bar. You have a regular pulse, steady tempo. Okay, don't write strong pulse, it's a regular pulse, steady tempo. Okay, and it's a regular tempo as well. It's a moderate tempo because a march usually people need to walk to. Brass instruments, wind instruments, I hear in a march, lots of dotted rhythms, regular balanced phrases like in the classical time, and I hear the fanfares on the trumpets, triadic melodies. So you have a lot of things that you can write about the march. They give you a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks. So I'm sure that you will find 3 to write about. I clearly saw the double bylines to show me the binary form. Okay, and then this composer is a classical composer. It is Haydn. So study the march. If you're unsure about the accompaniment, that question 19, I will add some links of other videos for you to watch. But I'm sure that you understand all this work. So let's just look at the structure again and see why this is AB binary form. AA because it's repeated, BB because it's repeated. Let's look at that structure. Here I see the structure. So A ends there, okay? And B starts here and it ends there. And this part, ta, 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 from the beginning is never repeated again here. So it's a clear A, B or AAB or binary form. Okay, so twice you had a perfect cadence. Here you move to your dominant, and here I have a clear perfect cadence there. I hope that you understand it, and I will add some links for you to watch in the description box. And please understand your intervals now. Good luck with your studies.